Hey guys, appreciate you being with us tonight. Tonight's going to be a little bit different than those that we've done in the past, I think. And I just want to just talk as straight as I possibly can and really try to help people understand what's happening with this team, with this company at this time in history. And it's really hard to put into words the undescribable. But if we just stop and we just kind of take a breath and get all our self-limiting beliefs out of the way and just look at the facts surrounding this company, this time and place in history, I think it will really help people. I know we have a lot of new people here tonight. This is your first ever event. Welcome, you guys, and I hope this will help. I think this will be a tool that we can use and will use in the future. But in Las Vegas, the previous picture there in Las Vegas, you know, my talk was the most significant team building opportunity in 40 years. And I sincerely mean that. It's like I can't believe that I get to be at this time in this place on my path. And it's beyond fire. I'm beyond fired up about it. And if we just stop and we look at number one, we have products that people love. Customers love the products. Some of these products are receiving testimonies from people, especially the high blood sugar product, and some of the others that are just kind of overwhelming. Because how can something taste so good be healthy for you? It doesn't make sense. There's a disconnect there, which is understandable. But the product is based upon science, negative ion science. Dr. Dale wrote a book about it called The Happiness Effect. If you haven't read that book, it's a great read. So we have a very unique product, but products alone don't mean anything. So what? Been thousands of network marketing companies that have come on the market with great products that are out of business today. It's a 9-year-old booming company. It's open in 30 countries around the world. The goal is to be in 80 countries within 2 years. There's 252,000 distributors, 14 different distribution warehouses strategically placed all over the world. This company is not a ground floor company that's launching in the US. It's an established booming company. We have an owner, which you guys can hear tomorrow live at noon. We have the link on our Facebook page. But the guy is young, he's ambitious, he has no exit strategy. He says network marketing runs through my veins. He got involved when he was 17 years old. And when he said, my goal is to build more network marketing millionaires in my company than any company in the history of network marketing, I believe the guy believes it. So it's like we have a crystal ball. We look at the top income earners in Europe or in Russia. Number one income earner in Russia is making about $180,000 monthly. Number two, $120,000 monthly. So when you just stop and you think about it, the longer you're in this program, I think the longer you're in this business model, the more you appreciate what you're looking at. And the fact that it is not something that's already happened here. It hasn't even begun here yet, but it's already happened all over the world. And there's no question, there's going to be huge leaders will continue to come to this program. Some of you got to hear Dr. Erin in Las Vegas. She was phenomenal, very established, successful, credible clinical psychologist, therapist, network marketer. Is building a huge team here. I met this guy in the hall after I spoke. I went out to the hall and he came up to me, Chris Cannon. I've known of Chris for years. He lives in Hawaii. he was telling me and reminding me that back in the day we used to run ads in different magazines, and he said our ads would always be side by side with each other. But I look at Chris; he had just joined. He flew in to this event from Hawaii. He was a blue diamond in Kaani. He was a senior director in Melaleuca. He started with Equinox, where he was a national marketing director. And again, he's just one of many. There's many, many, many more. I could show you several others. I'm not going to take the time to do that tonight because it doesn't matter to you. The point is, what do you want to accomplish from the APLGO opportunity? There's no question that in 5 years, everybody who sees this webinar tonight is going to be saying, I am glad I did, or I wish I had. No doubt. Very unique time, very unique place. I have not seen these type of things come together in 40 years in this profession, not one time. And every single person that is exposed to this company at this time and place in history has an opportunity that you would normally never have. The only reason you have it is because of the timing of this program. And the truth is, if you decide I want to do something huge, you can, and it doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what experience you have or don't have. It doesn't matter where you start. Everybody comes here and they have different levels of credibility in their community, different business experience or lack thereof. Maybe you have a track record in network marketing, good or bad, and it doesn't matter either way. Different egos. All of us have different levels of ego. Some's healthy, some's unhealthy. People join for different reasons, different goals, different backgrounds, levels of confidence, communication skill. Some people don't like people, some people love people. Time management skills. Some people know how to take care of their time and manage it. Many people don't. Different levels of courage and the self-talk we have and the fears and the skills and the work ethic and the determination that I am going to win. A lot of self-limiting beliefs. And here's something I really want you to think about because I think this is a real issue. There's a lot of people have spent a lot of time in unproductive, what I call 3%er MLM cultures. A lot of you that are with us have spent 3, 4, 5, 8 years longer in very unproductive 3%er MLM cultures. And to be honest, it's almost ruined you, honestly. And then different levels of leadership skills. So my point is, we've got this unbelievable opportunity. The timing is perfect. You landed here somehow, and everybody's a little bit different on what they bring to the table. Everybody. And the main point that I want you to understand with this team, and this is something that I've had to deal with a lot over the last 90 days or so, is a lot of people think because of their past experiences that they are going to be signed up and then they're supposed to go do it. And they don't understand the level of direction and support that is available for them here with this team. They don't get that. I put this on in our group earlier this week, and I want people to really understand this. You don't have to do this alone. I mean, I've been shocked at the number of people that I've talked to, and they really feel like they got to figure it out themselves. You don't. We have a clear path to APLGO success. Many of you are on it. Many of you are thinking about it. Most of you have discovered the path. Some of you haven't. And because many of you think, well, this is a network marketing group, so therefore it's like everything else I've experienced, which is 1000% wrong. Again, this is a life-changing opportunity. And if we just stop and think about that for a minute, if that's true, then why not you? Why can't you take advantage of it? You're in front of what many believe will be a billion-dollar company that will create legacy income for many people. You have the opportunity to create more close friendships than you can imagine. Personal growth that there is literally no way to describe. But you are the only person that can put yourself on that path, and you choose you can do it or you cannot do it. It's your choice. Just because you're here does not mean you're necessarily on the path. So I don't care where you start, what your background is, what your experience is. I mean, I have said many times, I was the most least likely to succeed person that ever entered network marketing. This is me the summer before I joined in October. In October, a lot of things happened. I'm not going to go through tonight, but the bottom line is I got my hair cut and I was in business when I was 20 years old. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Didn't have a clue. My sponsor had so much faith in me, he quit 2 weeks after I joined. So I'm not talking from somebody that hasn't been down this road. And again, I don't care where you start. I don't care how mediocre or how successful your life has been to this point. I don't care. We have millionaires on our team and we have people that sold their plasma to join and everybody in between. I don't care. This is a different game. It's different. It's your decision. Your past doesn't equal your future unless you want it to. And I hope people really realize that, because I don't think most people do. I think they're trying to put us in a box with everybody else. So what we're doing as a team and where we're going has never been done before. Let me say that again. It has never been done before. And I'm not just saying that to hear myself speak. It's never been done before. It's not about going as far as you can go with the transferable skills that you enter the company with and playing the MLM social club game. That's not what we're about. We're not a social club. We're not about let's just all come together, hold hands, sing kumbaya, give each other high fives, call each other rock stars, and nobody's doing nothing except being in a state of self-delusion. That's not what we're about. We're not about that at all. I can't stand it. I despise it. Your long-term income in this profession is in direct proportion to the number of leaders that are developed. Keyword, developed on your team. We are in the leadership development business. That's what we do. That's your goal. You aren't the issue. I don't care how successful you were in your in your grocery store or whatever other business you've had. It doesn't matter to me. It's different game here. You're not the issue. What is the issue? Sequential, duplicatable systems and the right support culture. That's what the issue is. That's what separates us from everybody else. In the real world, future business managers and homegrown leaders are developed in training systems and training programs, and they're developed sequentially, and there's a duplicatable process that creates the next wave of leadership. You know, network marketing, every company talks about duplication. I've spoken at dozens and dozens of events in the last 20 years for major companies, big companies, small companies, and all in between. And all talk about duplication. And ask yourself, if you've been in other companies, have you ever really seen duplication? Here's network marketers' vision of duplication. I work. I find somebody that's willing to go work. And then they work, and they find somebody that's willing to take action and go to work. Going to work is not duplicating. It's two different concepts. It's two totally different concepts. We use duplication in a way that it doesn't mean duplication. The duplication is duplication. It's when I pull up to a Starbucks here in Atlanta, it's welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today? If I pull up to a Starbucks in Phoenix, it's welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today? That's that's what duplication is. It's not finding somebody that's willing to take some kind of action among all the social club pew setters. It's mind blowing to me. Build people, people build the business. My friend Ron Henley did this meme a couple years ago. It's one of my favorite ones because it's so true. A big part of becoming a network marketer, a leader, is when people come in, especially to this organization, they have to unlearn a lot of the crap that they were taught by people that didn't have a clue. We're fighting that every day here. It's just part of what, and we're going to have to continue to fight it. It's not going to go away. One of my favorite memes in the last 5 years, and I love this, Bernadette shared this with me 3 or 4 years ago. I love this quote because this should be the battle cry to network marketers. Don't resell the lies that you bought. You know, you all know 4 or 5 years ago, you had Ray Higdon and all of them teaching people, you must have a blog. If you want to be perceived to be a network marketing professional, then you must have a blog. So pay $197 and buy my blog program so I can make a commission on it. And it was propagated throughout the whole profession. Everybody's screaming, you must have a blog, you must have a blog. I've watched this over and over, all kinds of things like this for 10, 15 years. It drives me crazy. Don't resell the lies you bought. Well, you set up your blog program and you can get everybody on your team to set up their blog program and you make $100 commission. And it's like they've got people so totally off track of what it takes to build a real business. It blows my mind. So don't buy the lies that you've bought, obliviate them so nobody else gets a hold of them, and unlearn them and re-educate yourself and then teach what is true. That is unbelievable because that's what this profession desperately needs. It's not that difficult to understand. For you to get from where you are right now, wherever that is, to where you want to go, there's X number of people that you're going to have to expose to the company, the products, the opportunity before your reasons become a reality. That's cut away all the other stuff. That's the bottom line. It's called the law of averages. Everybody watching this that ever sees this, the number, your number and my number are not the same. If they were, this would be a real easy business because if they said, look, Dale, as soon as you've exposed 1,900 people, we're going to pay you $180,000 a year. That's all you have to do. It doesn't matter if those people say yes, no, maybe. As soon as if you expose this number, you're at 180,000 a year, then everybody would be successful. Because we know all I have to do is get X number of people to sign off. They showed me, I saw the video, I saw their video. And as soon as say 1,200 people have seen the video, then we're going to pay you 180,000 a year, whether they buy, join, use the products, don't use the products, none of that matters. 1,200 exposures, 1,200 video views to your website, 180,000 a year. Everybody here would be at 180,000 a year. Everybody, because the number would be defined. We just don't know what the number is. I don't think mine's going to be, well, I know mine's not going to be 1,200. You know, and most of yours won't be that high. It's a numbers game, guys. That's all this is. But we attach emotions to the numbers because we don't know for sure what that number is. I can promise you this team, this team will continue to go through the numbers quicker, faster, more effectively than any team in network marketing history. I'm going to say it again. Than any team in network marketing history. That's what we do. That's what we do here. And that's what we will continue to do. We're going to continue to plant the seeds deep, be value focused, find the right people at the right time in their life. If you're watching this, you should be part of what we're doing. I know all of you are members or you would have never been invited here, but you have to decide that I'm going to go all in on this team, this culture, and I'm going to be part of this. Most of you that have joined us in the last 90 days, nobody closed you into joining this team. They didn't twist your arm. They were persistent. They followed up with you quickly and professionally, but they know they're looking for the right people at the right time in their life, period. That's what we do. We have no interest in convincing somebody to join us and get on our social club and then try to convince them to stay on authorship for the next few months and joining our party. That's not what we're about. We're about building businesses, building something, getting in front of a trend and riding the wave that we know is coming. That's where we live. That's what we're about. Now, there is no question that even after people join, the start stops most people. Always has, always will. I've watched it for 40 years. People get involved, they see it, they understand the timing, they understand the opportunity. Most of the time, it's because they're not sure what they should do to launch their business. You will not have that problem here. You will know what to do. But then you get this fear and what somebody going to think, and we get all these emotions start come. I don't know enough people, and what if they don't like the product, and all this stuff, all these fear, this whirlpool starts happening, and the whirlpool usually takes most people out of this business. And then of course, as Jim Rohn said, the birds will get some as well. That's a bird for y'all that can't tell. That's a bird right there. The birds are going to get some. Mary Kay said, there's three types of people: those who make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that wonder what happened in network marketing. I want to add a fourth. I think we're creating a fourth type of person in network marketing. If you look at everybody else in every other company, you can identify the ones making it happen, watching it happen, wondering what's happening. And here, our goal, we are ninjas making it happen together daily, every day, from 12 noon to whenever, and every night from 7 p.m. to whenever. Working together every single night, coming together, going through the numbers, looking for the right people at the right time in their life. And a lot of people that are with us, and I've had these conversations, well, Dale, I don't need to get on that group. I'm working the business. And I understand that. I felt the exact same way. It's like, I don't need to do group training, group outreach. I work every single day. I don't need a group to work with, and I get that. But I also understand, and especially the last 30 days, together everybody achieves more. And the people that are participating in these outreach, they know it. They know it. And I also understand that you're not the issue. I'm not the issue. And I'm starting to really see and experience and watch what's happening for people, and understand that the majority of your team members are going to flourish in the environment in which we're creating here with this team. And I think back, Dale, just think about it, when you were a 20-year-old snot-nosed kid, what if you'd had the type of environment that's been created here with our APLGO team? Would that have helped you? Absolutely, it would have helped me. It would have made all the difference in the world. So Dale, just because you don't think you need it now does not mean that it's not a good idea. And it was hard for me, but I am all in on this, as a lot of you know. And see, I love this. I think somebody mentioned this recently, probably in the group, but this is so true. This business is not hard. It's emotionally tough, but the activities are simple. It's success is not hard. It's just taking responsible daily disciplines every single day, doing that which will move your life and your business forward, and making time to make that happen. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about finance, health, business, personal development, relationships, whatever. It's small daily actions repeated over and over and over create success over a period of time. And when you start, a lot of times, these actions are very uncomfortable. A lot of you, when you started your business and started your launch, I've watched you way out of your comfort zone. But if you do it consistently and you have the support structure around you in place, what's uncomfortable becomes comfortable later on in life. I think last night in the book club, I talked about how picking up the telephone and calling somebody almost took me out of the business back in the day. It scared me to death. It scared me to death. And I wrote, on my phone, if you have nothing to lose by trying and a great deal to gain if successful, by all means try, do it now. W. Clement Stone. And I taped it to my phone to help me get through that. And the daily activity of that, I would call anybody, anytime, any place in the world today, but I certainly didn't start that way. That's the way we grow as human beings. Value driven. It's uncomfortable a lot of times when we first start working out or start trying to eat correctly or whatever. But those daily disciplines repeated over a period of time create success. And what's comfortable early becomes very, very uncomfortable later on, and it leads to failure. If we neglect our business, we neglect our relationships, or whatever aspect of life you want to talk about, it's just small daily actions that we neglect over a period of time lead to failure. Simple errors in judgment made over time. Simple disciplines made consistently done over time create success. Errors in judgment create failure. This is not that big of a deal. It's hard to argue this. This is what it takes. And out here, we have the APLGO promise. Out here, because of the timing of this opportunity, the fact that people in Russia are already making $180,000 a month, the track record, the documentation's already there. So the promise is much clearer for us. It's not, this is what could happen, might happen, maybe we hope will happen. It's already happened. The promise is here. It's just, are we willing to do the daily disciplines consistently over time that will produce success? Not difficult. Not difficult. So this is an email that I received this week. And I wanted to share this with you. I've removed the person's name. I don't think they would care, but I removed it. And I'm having these type of communications with people that have been with us for a while. And I'm hoping that in the future we can eliminate as much of these conversations as possible. I know we'll never be able to eliminate them all, but I think it's been on me, not on any person up until this point. But she said, "Hi Dale, I have a question. When I launched my APLGO business, the network marketers who had no interest, I have to admit, I didn't continue to follow up with the scripts you suggest. My bad." So if you say, hey, take a look at the video. No, I'm not interested. I tried 4 other programs. It's not for me. That's not acceptable. But when this lady was launching, we did not have MLM Never Again. We did not have worthanotherlook.com. But she goes on, she says, when they said no interest, I just took them for their answer. I just took no for the answer. Is it too late to message them again? Most of them did not watch the video. They had many reasons not even to look. If I suggest, do you suggest I can contact them again? And would you suggest I say in the message, or should I send them the Worth Another Look video with that message? And it's like, no, that you've got to make sure they see the 3-minute video. If they like it, don't like it, are interested, not interested, it doesn't matter. But on the front end, we have to make sure they see the video. And then she goes on to say, with those that did not order samples after they asked for samples, would it be a good idea to send them the APLGO 15 products, 15 solutions video to keep in touch with them? Would love your feedback. And again, most people on this team that joined prior to January 1 of this year are going back and doing it right the second time. That's on me as much as it's on you. We didn't have all the tools there at that time. But here's what I love. She said, I'm getting my letters ready for this week. Time to do this right, along with sending the correct messages this time. As leaders, if people will plug in and do this correctly from day one, they're going to be so much further down the road in 30, 60, 90, 120, 6 months from now. We've got to make sure they're doing it right, following the sequence, following the steps that we've laid out. But I love getting these type of emails because she understands where she is. She understands, and maybe everything wasn't laid out as clear as it should have been when we started. Now it is, and she's back on track. So that will always happen. And again, to be fair, she launched before this new video that we placed in the training system, the $5 letter system, was ever even back here. So it's on me as much as it is her. But the bottom line, guys, where we are, we're about systems that can be duplicated by everyone in proper mindset training. That's what this group has got to be about, because that's what's going to create the next generation of leaders. We're not about searching out different network marketing tips and nuggets and tricks and all that. That does nothing. That tips and tricks and nuggets don't duplicate, only systems do. And we have to stay on that. I've said this many times. This is the first time I'm going to say this tonight. I've said many times, give us 1 year, we'll change your life. And I believe that. Give us 1 year in this culture, it will change your life in ways that you can't imagine. The ripple effect on what it's going to mean to you as a mother, father, grandson, grandparent, neighbor, it's going to make a huge impact. But if you give us 30 days inside the culture that we're creating, will increase your confidence 10 times. 10 times. What if that's true? What if that's really true? What if you could really, some of you have been going to network marketing trainings for 17 years. What if in 30 days in this culture, this environment, we can increase your confidence 10 times in 30 days? You guys cannot miss the significance of what we're doing. You can't miss this. This is what Kurt Summers said. And there's others that would tell you the same thing, but Kurt said, my posture has increased tenfold in 30 days. There's others here that will tell you the same thing. Now, listen, I'm as shocked by this as all of you. I've been watching this from a point of skepticism for about 30 days. I didn't think that this environment and this training culture would do what it's doing for people. I am as blown away by it as anybody because I've never seen it done like this before. But guys, if this is true, and some of you know that it is, do you understand the power of what we're doing right now? Because again, some people, I don't know how long Kurt's been around the profession, but my guess is at least 15 years, at least. And we're doing for people in 30 days what has not building a competence that has not been built and hanging around for 15, 20 years in this profession. See, this type of on-the-job support and distributor training has never been possible in the history of mankind until right now. Don't miss the significance of this. If you will just trust us for 30 days, I promise you, you are going to experience a difference that will blow your mind. It's blowing my mind. And I don't totally even understand why it's happening like it's happening. For my whole career, I've never worked with groups. I was talking to a friend of mine in Oklahoma, and he said, yeah, back in the day, we used to all come over, and everybody, when the cell phones first came out, and people would have their list, and they would sit around, and we'd order pizza, and people would call the prospects on their list all at the same time. And he said it was the best growth I ever had in my team. I said, well, I guess that's what we're doing now, but we're doing it online, and people from around the world are coming together. And if they have a question, they can ask it immediately and get a response and get an answer. So when the lady first heard, no, I've been in 4 different network marketing companies, and I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to look. Somebody in that group would have said, send the MLM Never Again video to her. See, that type of structure, that type of support, again, it's never been possible until this time and place in history because of Zoom meetings. And if people are really having this much progression this quickly, where's this all going to go? I mean, it blows my mind. It sincerely blows my mind. It does, because you aren't doing it on your own. You've got the support structure. But I need to share this with you because this is real important that you understand what's going on. And see, everybody that comes here, again, different backgrounds, different levels of experience. You know, as I said, when I started, I was a 20-year-old snot-nosed kid that didn't have a clue. Everybody's different. But the path to success is the same for everybody. It's daily disciplines, doing the actions daily that will move your business forward. And that doesn't matter if you've been around 40 years or if you're brand new. The path, the activities are the same. They're the same for everybody. So what happens is people get involved, and especially in network marketing in the past, and they arrive with program perceptions. I mean, back in the day when I started, everybody said, Dale, you got to go to school, get a good job, go to work for a good company if you ever want to become successful. I mean, I heard it over and over and over. Dale, you work at IBM. Why? They have the best benefit package in Central Kentucky. Why would you want to leave IBM? Because I feel like a slave there on the assembly line all day long, every day. I can't stand it. I work with people that act like they're 12 years old. I just don't like it. Dale, you're at IBM. Dale, my aunts, my uncles, my everybody. You're crazy, Dale. Don't even have a thought. Do you know how many people would give anything if they could get hired at IBM? It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous for me. But so we all have program perceptions about who we are. Parents, society, authority figures. By the time we're 12 years old, we pretty much know our path in life because people around us have told us this is going to be your path. We look at the people around us, this is our path. So then we start reinforcing with our own self-talk whatever our path is. And then eventually, at some point along the path, we get stuck, we get frustrated, we get on the treadmill. And that could be the corporate treadmill, it could be any kind of treadmill, but we're just spinning. We're not getting anywhere. We're not progressing. We're just spinning. And then all of a sudden, somebody shares network marketing with you and unlimited income and residual income and all this. And we start to see things differently. Well, that looks pretty good. That's better than my job. I like that. And we start to see things differently. And then we start questioning, go to school, get a good education, and go to work for a good company. And we start thinking about, hey, it's a 3 to 5 year game plan to financial independence, residual income. That looks pretty good. So let me get started. And then we have to get it going. We have to start building a business and launching a business and creating customers and learn skill sets and mindsets that we don't have. So we start trying to do that, and we get in this whirlpool, and it just yanks us around. And sometimes, usually after a big event, we'll get over here for a day or two where we feel like we're unstoppable, we can do anything. But this whirlpool just keeps pulling us back and sucks us back. And what it's trying to do is get us right back here in our program perceptions about who we are so we can be comfortable. See, because moving forward is very uncomfortable. It is. Learning new skill sets is not fun. Learning new mindsets is not easy sometimes. So it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we just keep pulled back in over and over again, because there's very few people that really understand psychologically the mindsets that must be developed to get us through this whirlpool to the other side, to the goals. And that's why we have this training back here. That's why we've set up D&D team training, is to help people get here. And once they get here and they get in the culture, they get in this culture, they will change. Things are going to happen. It just does. I had somebody yesterday, well, Dale, nobody's ever asked me for top 3 reasons, top 20 reasons to build a business. Why do I need to do that? And giving me that, I said, look, do it or not do it. It doesn't matter to me. But if you're not going to do it, don't call me anymore. And you go do what you've been doing the last 23 years and the last 9 companies you've been with, sir. What this will do, and again, I've seen it over and over and over again. I've watched it. What this will do is get people over here where they can develop new program perceptions about who they are, where they're going, what their leadership abilities are, what their upside income potential is. What happens is you create a whole different set of program perceptions about who you are, where you're going, what you're capable of. This old stuff that you were programmed by the time you were 12 years old is no longer a factor in your life. Not just because of the way the mind is programmed and the way it works, the mindset part, but you must have the right opportunity at the right time in history to take advantage of that. See, you could have the same training and be an Amway, it's not going to work as well. I could spend so much time here. I want to get through this. I'm almost done. Here's the bottom line. You're never going to change your life until you change something that you do daily. The secret of success is found in your daily routine. That's from Dr. John Maxwell. Again, this is what creates success. Simple disciplines made consistently over time. That's what creates success. As long as you have the APLGO promise out here for business, or you can have any other area of life where you want to improve and grow, it comes down to simple daily disciplines. This is not rocket science. It's really not. It's not that hard to figure out. I got to share this with you. I so appreciate this. I got this yesterday. Okay. So I'm putting this training together, and this is an email I got yesterday. It says, "Hey, Dale, I feel compelled to send you this email. In the past week, I've consumed so much from you and your philosophies. I've been drinking from a fire hose. I've gotten rid of all the other mentors, and I'm truly all in. I'm working to improve daily in my belief in the company, products, myself, and network marketing concept." This guy's an entrepreneur, done some flipping houses, a lot of other stuff, entrepreneurial, never really been heavily involved in network marketing. He continues. Our first 10 letters have been mailed. I got the rapid funnel set up. I casually mentioned the drops to 2 people, and they've ordered samples. Now I have my 50 people I want to practice with, and fear has come over me. It does everybody. Okay, he says, I know, he's been listening because you can tell. I know the goal is to expose 50 or expose and not focus on results. I've said that a dozen times. Y'all know that. But my belief is in this opportunity and product is so high right now, I don't want to mess up my delivery, how he's presenting to people. The only reason for this fear, the last 5 years of my entrepreneurial journey, I've done a lot. I've failed a lot. I've been introduced many ideas to my warm market. I'm afraid they will be numb to what I believe is absolutely the best thing I've discovered. Then he says, I'm going to execute at a high level with whatever you tell me to do, but I'm afraid that people will miss the opportunity only because of who's delivering the message, me. Got such a truthful email. I so appreciate it. But anyway, sorry for venting, but I had to get it off my chest because I was beginning to have a huge amount of anxiety. My why is so big, and I don't want to mess this up. I got this last night. So common. You know what most people do? They get ready to launch. Oh, kids are getting ready to start soccer. As soon as soccer season's over, Dale, I think I'll be able to get my business. Oh, Dale, bowling league's coming up, and I'm the best bowler on our team. And if I don't bowl with them every Tuesday and Thursday, and on Mondays when your webinar is, I got to be on my bowling team. I've been bowling with my buddies for Dale. It's almost about as soon as Valentine's Day's over, Dale, I'll get going, man. You just wait. Oh, it's almost April. April showers are here. We got to have our May flowers ready. Blah, 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 blah. People that make excuses don't make money. People that make money don't make excuses. Zig talked about if you wait for all the stoplights to turn green before you leave your house, you're never going to get anywhere. Sorry. Here was my response to him. Words cannot express how much I appreciate your message. I have many people who feel the exact way you do, and when it comes time to launch, they start expressing similar concerns to themselves. In network marketing, there's a popular phrase which I cannot stand. It's called the NFL Club, which stands for No Friends Left. The hardest part of what I do, this is the hardest part of what I do, is help people through their initial launch. However, I cannot stress how important it is. You just need to trust me on this. If you expose 50 people and every one of them are not interested in the business or the products right now, it honestly does not matter. What matters is that you plant the seeds deep. It will not affect your long-term success one way or the other. There are 3 things I want you to really focus on. The goal is 50 no's, 50 decisions within 90 days, ideally within 30 days. The results don't count. The activity does. This activity will create a solid foundation that now an empire can be built upon. And again, was yesterday. This was sent. So I sent this. Later on that night, I get this back from him. Oh no, I continued. I was long-winded. This is the rest of my email. The truth is, during the launch, I hope you will send me an email daily with the decisions you have collected, the reason for 50 no sheet, the reason for the 50 no sheet we provide. So I reminded him of the 50 no sheet. I will work with you one-on-one to make sure the seed has been planted deep. Honestly, we're just looking for the right people at the right time in their life. Think about it. Doesn't that describe you? That's who he was. Right person, right time. You will be shocked down the road when people that don't join you now will join you later when the timing in their life changes. It's normal to have anxiety preparing to launch. Everyone has it. In fact, it is a lot of what I'm going to be talking about on this week's Team Zoom. So your message is very timely. Make your launch an anxiety-free zone. Have fun with it. All you're doing is planting seeds. We absolutely cannot control the timing in somebody else's life. All we can control are the activities we do daily. I don't care if they join. I just want to make sure they watch the 3-minute video or taste the product. This training will help you. I normally tell people not to listen to it, but to memorize it. Some of you know that's Jim Rohn's How to Build a Network Marketing Business, which we added to the back end or our team page today. Start keeping your 50 no's and send me your decisions every day or so. Also, I cannot recommend highly enough that you log in and participate in the CMG Outreach Zoom.com daily, noon Eastern, and each evening starting at 7 o'clock. So what? Get into the culture. Get into the culture. So that was my response. Then a few hours later, I get this, and I want y'all to see the difference a paradigm shift can really make. You know, and what I love, each person decides the mindset that they choose to work their business with. And it's crazy to see people go from a very uncertain, unsure mindset to a confident mindset, and they can do it like in 2, 3, 4. I mean, they can get there quick in this environment. So, you know, personally, I choose a value-focused mindset. I know I got the number one opportunity that I've seen in 40 years to give average people with above average desire the opportunity not to make a few hundred extra bucks a month, but the opportunity to create legacy wealth. I know we have the best training system, the best team culture on the planet to help people that choose to plug in, to develop the proper mindset, skill sets that can change and set them up for the rest of their life over the next 5 years. So it's easy for me to go in the market. Here's what I get back 3 hours later. Dale, you lit a fire under me. After getting your email, I immediately started working on my 50 no's using Rapid Funnels, a tool to leverage my time and easily track my results. Here are my results from the last 3 hours of work. You talked to 9 people. First person exposed to business, sent a video per her request. She's not interested in this time. Currently in another network marketing company. This person's brand new. Most of you know exactly what we do when we run into that, right? So, you know, worth another look, or 4 stars video. The response is, if you're not making $250,000 a year right now, you need to take a look at what we're doing. You all know that have been with us the last 30 days. You know that. You didn't have to think about it. You know it. How cool is it that you guys get this? You see what we're doing here? Man, this fires me up. Okay, next one. Expose the business, sent video per request, hasn't watched it yet. Expose business, sent video per request, hasn't watched it yet. Expose the business, sent video, said he would watch it tomorrow. So he's getting positive. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Expose product, sent video. He said he would watch it later tonight or tomorrow. Expose the product, sent video. He watched it, said he would like to order on or after 420 when he returns to school. He wants the relax product. So he's got his first customer right there. Expose the product, watch the video. He said he would order next week. Expose the product, watch the video. He ordered samples. So what is that? 3 product users so far. Expose the product, watch the video. Hasn't let me know yes or no yet. I think it was a great first day. Can't wait until tomorrow. This guy was freaking himself out of the business 3 hours ago, scared to launch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's heard back from 9 people in 3 hours. If he repeats this every day for the first 30 days, you all know where his business is going to be. Do y'all see what we're doing here? This blows my mind. Okay, now who's allowed to get plugged into our team culture? Is my upline? Is anybody on our sideline? Is anybody in the corporate office? Heck no. Only us. And there's people that have been here for 6 months and haven't plugged into it. How much proof do you need? I got this message today. And it was some stuff that's not pertinent, and this is how the message ended. But I'm all in with APLGO, and my husband and I decided I would spend my time growing my business for the next 3 months and then reassess. Okay, this is her first month, and she's plugged in to the culture. She's on there every day. She's there at night. She's working. I'm very nervous because she's basically sent in her resignation with her job. I'm very nervous, but also very excited to be really all in. I have another call with a woman Wednesday who's interested in the business. So I'm going for my 5 this month. 5 people, 5 a month. You control your financial destiny in this profession, period. End of story. That's how you win. And that's her focus. And then she goes on to say, the book club discussion last night was so helpful for me. I'll never forget when you told me how wonderful the team culture was here. I believed it, but had no clue what you even meant. I know I still have a ways to go with my mindset, but I do believe I'm moving forward daily. Who's the book club open to? Everybody. Okay, this is a message I sent my friend earlier this week. This is to a longtime friend and business associate who should know better, who has worked with me in the past. They should be a recognized leader on this team, but they are so far off track. I honestly can't even understand it, how far off track they've gotten. And I've started to realize some people would rather be creative than wealthy. Remember that. Some people would, because you're going to run into them. I never recognized what it was. I knew there was just a disconnect, but I'm starting to think there are some people that would rather be creative than wealthy. And this is what I said. I'm not going to tell you their name, but I said, hey, and again, I've been going back and forth. I can't go back and forth anymore. I'm tired. I don't care. Leave me alone. Do it or not do it. I don't care. I don't need any more excuses. I sincerely don't care. So that's kind of where I was. And it's like one more. And I said, look, we're doing things at a level we've never done before. You've never seen them. I don't care that you worked with me off and on in different ventures over the years. You've never seen what we're doing now. It's real simple. X number of people contacted equals reasons fulfilled. We have 15 different ways to do outreach at D&D, to create leads, to look for people that are looking for us. We have groups getting together daily and working and supporting each other. Noon Eastern to whenever, 7 every night to whenever. Everyone who's doing this daily is moving forward. Most of those that aren't are stagnant. It's that simple. Join us or not. I don't know what else to say. And that's really the way I feel tonight for everybody. Uh, I've quit trying to figure it out. I don't understand why people can't make positive, quality decisions that move their life and business forward. I don't understand why they don't understand consistent effort daily over a period of time creates positive results. I don't know why. It's not like Jeff Olson wrote the book 20 years ago. How many times do you have to read it before you get it? I don't understand how people, like, y'all aren't going to believe this. This before I got on tonight, somebody has decided they would rather sell Avon products than get involved in APLGO at this time and place in history. I'm not lying. They had a call with me scheduled and decided they're going to continue Avon calling. Are you kidding me? But I'm so glad I didn't have to spend 20 minutes on the phone with somebody that has that kind of mentality. But that really happened to me tonight. How can people not understand? I don't understand how people cannot see this. It just blows my mind. How can people not look at what we've done personally over the years and see? A lot of people say, well, I don't know why he's doing that. See, people don't understand that there could really actually be somebody that's doing something for goals and reasons that money can't buy. Money can't buy why I'm doing this. It can't buy why I am doing this. And some people, that it just scrambles their brains. They don't get that. Why people can't look at what's happening for people in less than 30 days and just decide, you know what? I'm gonna have faith one more time. I'm gonna get plugged in. I'm gonna get focused, and I'm gonna do this for 30 days, and because it will be the best decision that they ever make. So today's April 12th. You can decide to conquer your whirlpool, get plugged in, 100%, give this the time it deserves or not. It really is your choice. How many hours a week should you have to work your business? Like I think, look, 5 or 10 hours a week, minimum 5 to 10 hours a week. Where should those 5 to 10 hours a week be? At cmgoutreachzoom.com. That's where it should be, with that group working. But Dale, you don't have to say anything, but you need to be there. Well, Dale, I'm working. I don't think you really are. I don't really think you are. If you're working, be there and work. Just try it. Because even if you don't need it, your team's going to. I pulled this from my old buddy, Robert Blackman, this week on Facebook. I loved it. I'm going to end with this because it's so true. And maybe some of you will comment tonight. I'm going to open it up. If some of you that have been participating should comment. If you want to comment on the book club, whatever you want to say, guys. But he said a month from now, you can either have a month of progress or you can have a month of excuses. In this culture, this environment, focused effort, 5, 10, 15 hours a week, you will progress. You will know you're progressing. See, when we talked about my posture's increased 10 times, he knows that. He didn't say my income exploded, my posture increased. my mindset. And see, that has to happen before the income. We talked about last night in the book club. Your income never will outgrow your leadership. If your income outgrows your leadership, it will find its way back to where it's supposed to be. So, guy, I think that's the last slide. Yeah, if y'all have questions, I'll be happy to take a few or comments. I'm really blown away with the last 30 days and what's happened. I see where this is going. It scares me in many ways. It's like, my gosh, because I believe 10, 15 years from now, all training of new people will be in this type of structure. And again, it's not just the platform. You have to have the systems, the knowledge, and the mindset. It's all of it together that's creating what is happening here. So we'll take questions. I'm going to stand up for a second. Donald's going to get this going. If we have any questions, comments, love to hear from you guys. Oh.
Okay, you all should be able to unmute yourself when you're done talking. If you could just go ahead and mute yourself back, just to mute out any background noise, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'll be the first one to talk today. That's okay. I'll be the first one to talk to today, if that's okay.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, Juan.
I'm good.
Dale's here, so you can talk.
Okay, hey Dale, hi, how are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Well, I participated last night on the call. I did not have, it was a great call, by the way. The book study, I did not have my book, and I wanted to let you know that I just got it right now. So
Cool.
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm excited to move forward. I'm going on my third week of my launch. I gotta admit, I was scared, to take action, but I did it, and I want to show you the results that I'm getting. My first week, if you can see there's 10 people there, and I have happy faces on everybody that purchased the sample pack, which is no big deal. And I love the idea that you said, or your comment that you said, that the results don't matter. It's more of the action that matters. And I'm learning to take action. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, for the new people that have not taken action, the results don't matter, more the action. I haven't really sponsored a whole bunch of people, but that's not the point. The point is taking the action. And I love what you teach here. I'm excited. I'm really excited because I've been in the industry forever, and I really have not gotten the results that I'm looking for. And I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I'm reaching out to people, and I have to share this with everybody because the first 2 weeks of my launch was easy. It was very easy. It was family, and that was easy. Now I have to reach out to more people. I have to get out of my comfort zone. And I have I didn't think I was going to get my 10 people for my third week. And amazingly, I do. I have my 10 people already. They're all there.
Awesome, buddy. Awesome.
And what I love the most is that the result doesn't matter. It's the action. So if you haven't taken action, take the action. It's probably the best thing you're going to do. And I started on my fourth week already, since I already have my third list. And I just wanted to share that only because I didn't share yesterday, and I just wanted to everybody share. And I didn't share because I didn't have my book, but I have my book now. Now I can share the book. Thank you, Dale.
Thanks, Juan.
And
Thank you, Juan.
I
so,
have to say one, I appreciate that so much about you. It's like he didn't have his book, but he never wants to miss out. He learns what he can learn. He on his way home, he listens to the Zoom. On the way home, he participates in the Facebook outreach, driving home, not for what he's doing, but for what he can learn from everyone.
That's right.
Came to the book club last night, didn't have his book, but what can I learn from it? But today he's got his book, he's got his list. We're proud of you, Juan.
Yeah. We've been watching. We're keeping a close eye on you.
yeah, sorry, I just had to be the first one to share, and that
appreciate
was
it.
my feeling.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for
Yeah.
letting me
And
share.
Dale, I'll piggyback on that about Juan. He has definitely immersed himself in the team culture. And you're right, even when we're doing the night outreach, he's there when he gets off from work, and he makes sure he's there, and he doesn't miss it. So yeah, no,
He's
good
driving
job.
home. He's driving home. There's
Yeah.
one driving while we're, doing the outreach. Yeah. Appreciate it. Who else? Anybody?
Dale, it's Dave. I'd just like to share real quickly that, it's been said a million times, if you have nothing to lose by trying and great deal to gain is successful, by all means, try it, but do it now. I mean, I missed the call this morning. I missed the call this evening, but I was out getting out brochures. So I kind of felt bad I missed the call, but hey, I got to get some information out too. So, hey, it's great. It's all good. It's seeing Juan with the steps he's made recently, and Kamisha and Alan taking the calls. And I mean, it's tremendously moving feeling when you get together every night with people and we all have the same goals, same vision, same desire. And it's just like that big rope. I mean, the different strings on this team are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's just, if you're not here, you need to be here, and you're going to be so sick in 5 years. I'll stop there.
We haven't started yet.
I'll go, Dale.
Yeah. Shane.
So two things. First of all, I just want to thank everyone. Second thing, when you did that slide about the slightest change, one thing that resonated with me the very first time I heard that, and people think when you think the word change, it's something that has to be big, but they're talking about something that's easily done or easily not. Like if you were to take 5 steps a day over a period of time, those would add up, but it's not going to kill you to not take 5 steps or do whatever. But if you don't do it over a period of time, it'll affect you. So people get lost in making these changes, and it has to be big. Well, I had to get out of my thick head and make small changes, like get my butt out of bed and start from there. Drink glasses of water. Do something that seems small, and you'll find out over 30 days that that's going to be a big change, and it's going to follow through with other things. That's the first thing. I'm glad you got that reply, because that was different. And the reason I bring this up, Dale, is we spoke about that woman when she first called, and you heard it in my voice, like, how do I deal with her? Well, when I got that, I basically told her, thank you very much for your time. I'll get with you whenever, but I just want to let you know, I listen and I do follow your rules, and that lady's missing out no matter what she says. So
Yeah. They don't know
thank you.
who it is,
And
but I didn't mention your name. I
No,
didn't
you don't
mention
have to.
your names tonight. He's talking about the Avon lady.
I was gonna say, he must have the Avon lady. That's okay, Shane.
Christina, you have anything you want to say?
I'd love to say a few words. I think that I was the one that talked about the team culture, and that's something that I truly believe in my heart, that we have the best team culture of any network marketing company out there right now. Talking with people that I've been helping get started, I like to say that, because if you truly plug into what you have, everything is set up in place. And if you just get over your head and your mind, because I was one with a lot of fear, and getting started truly stops most people, just like you say. But just keep working through the numbers and the team Zooms that we do. I mean, everybody is working their business at the same time. So, you know, it forces you to just get into that rhythm. And once you're in the rhythm, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to get back into it and keep going, because it is fun to have these conversations. And some of the responses that we get, like, we have to write a book about this because it's hilarious. I mean, people just, they don't get it. And, all of us do. And our goal is to really help them see that we truly have the gold here. We have the best team culture. We have the best leadership from you and Dawn and so many other people on this team, and the book club, like that is something that is open to everyone and it can benefit so many people. The affirmations app, like, I love that. I use that daily, and every time it pops up, it's exactly what I need to read or hear at that moment in time. So there's just so many positive things going on right now. And I told Dale today, I've been working from home remotely since having my son, and doing this kind of on the side, but this is now becoming my full-time thing. And it's a big decision for me, but it's the best decision for me and my family at this moment in time. And I really do believe that this year, like Dale says, if you decide, plug in, give a year, really do everything that you can do, it's going to change so many lives. So I'm so grateful.
Yeah. And I need to say this real quick. A lot of you, it's like, once you start adding 3, 4, 5 people down this, see, a lot of you have lines that are to literally Budapest and back. Literally, all over, I mean, literally. So that y'all have, so when it really starts, the income that you're going to be able to create when you get in that rhythm, 3 to 5 new people, it's going to be, you aren't going to believe what's going to happen for you from an income standpoint. And we don't talk much about it because, again, you got to get into the rhythm, the culture, the doing the work before it's going to get there. But we're so getting there as a team. We're just so excited for all of you guys, really. Every one of you. Okay, anybody else? We can't see everybody, so you can unmute and speak up if you need to say something.
Yeah, Dale, I'd like to
Yes.
speak.
Welcome. Glad you're with
Thank you. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for being so welcoming to me. I don't get to get on as often as I'd like because I work at a sheriff's office in the jail in the middle of the night, and I'm asleep in the day, and I just seem to miss the whole world. But that's exactly what I'm trying to get out of and get plugged back into the world. And this is such an amazing opportunity, and I've really appreciated all that I have been able to get. Because I haven't been able to be online with you guys as much as I'd like, I have to give accolades to Kamisha, because one of my very first times of sitting in on you guys, she mentioned your podcasts and how she had listened to them over and over and over. And I went looking for them, and I just dove in. And so I'm just absorbing as much as I can in that way as well, because that I can listen to anytime, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just doing what I can to soak it all up and really get immersed. And I sent my first letters out, and we're getting started.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
I just want to thank all of you.
Yeah, awesome. It's so cool. Yeah, and when your new people are doing their first 10 letters, make sure they put that on social media.
I did. I got them on there.
I saw you.
We saw you.
In our Facebook group, because that really helps, guys. It's that because it's not this. People are seeing it. Yeah, and it's working.
We're getting more $5 letter sample orders right now than we've gotten since we started. It's like,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. I mean, I put that cat meme up the other night like this. And that's me.
I saw that.
I just wanted to say that, yeah, putting the picture of your your $5 letters really did it for me. It really lit a fire under me. I saw Ashley's and her story about how she sold her maternity clothes so she could buy postage. And I thought, wow, what's my problem? I'm gonna get mine. And then so I did. And then Philip, the same, he saw mine and he said, posted his right away. And I thought, well, I got to keep up with this young man.
Good luck with that.
But there you go. And it pushed me, it got me going, kicked myself in the butt because, you know, the excuse-itis, I just ran out of them because it's more fun to, you know, run with everybody here than to keep doing excuse-itis.
That's right. And how has the outreach helped you, Paulette?
Oh my goodness. It has focused my mind. It makes me feel like take this seriously because I've been in, you know, several others and I was always on my own, always feeling guilty because I wasn't doing enough and waiting for the person to, you know, to sign up. That was always the goal. It was never, I feel such a sense of relief when I got my list of 50, they can all be no, that's okay. Because it's easy now for me, I can tell people, I don't say, well, you know, are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up? And try not to say that, right? But that's my goal. But now I can just say, look, if you want to, great. If you don't want to, great. I just need a decision. And that's so easy. And then so like this morning, I told you I was scared to follow up with my brother and sister-in-law. Well, my brother said he had 5 million things going. He was just about to put his credit card. He said, I will. And then my sister-in-law called and said, yeah, order the samples and gave me just a whole bunch of, you know, family stuff. And then my niece said, yeah, I ordered. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing awesome. We see all those Canada orders coming in.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. And honestly, I question whether you ever would.
I know, I could tell. I thought you were sure you were trying to disqualify me.
I was doing everything I was to get to try, but you kept, but see,
You've really grown a lot. You really have.
you have blown my mind. See, I knew you had it in you, but I didn't think I could ever bring it out, honestly. And I'm so proud. Like when I see you on Mondays and I see you and it's like, it's the same lady. This is the same lady I was on the phone with. It's like, I just love it, really. We're very proud of what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. These Zoom rooms just really, they are just magical.
Yeah.
They're great. Thank you for doing it.
Hi, guys. We'll sit here and talk all night, but if anybody's got anything.
For me.
This is Irene. Okay.
Where? I can't see. Irene?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my first 10 letters out to Amish people, and anybody that doesn't know the Amish, it's a different group of people to work with, and they don't have phones in their houses, and it's different to work with, but I'm very encouraged because one of the letters, I didn't mail it. I gave it to the man because we saw him today, and he said, oh, of course I'll look at this. And it just gave me the fire I needed to keep going.
Absolutely. I know what it's.
And I could probably put out 50 letters and not even hit people that I know.
Yes. I've done a meeting for, there was 1,200 Amish people. They built a barn and a stage. We had no electric. That was when we were doing overheads. And I mean, y'all know, I mean, we just let loose.
And pies, lots of pies.
There was hundreds of pies. They cooked all these pigs. I mean, because we worked with Amish people that, you know, that were making $200,000 a year with us.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh yeah.
You know.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I wish I could get a hold of Rosanna and pick her brain a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Melissa? Hi. Did you raise your hand a minute ago?
For me?
Yeah, Melissa.
I just want to say thank you. That's all.
Huh?
Oh, she just wanted to say.
But I just want to say thank you.
You must have got my video today.
I did. I was like, okay, All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
We'll
so-
talk soon.
Okay.
Good to see you here.
Yeah, I didn't see you. Good to see you.
Thank you
Mhm.
for everything you do.
So it's Alan. So I saw a couple of faces on here that looked like, I don't know, maybe somebody punched him or something. And it doesn't matter if you didn't plug in yet. It doesn't matter. All that matters is what are you going to do now?
Mhm.
It's like, we are like the friendly, I mean, but we're the friendliest, like most accepting, like team. You get on those Zooms and watch. Promise you, we say stupid things all the time. I forget the answer and Kamisha has the answer. Kamisha forgets the answer and I have the answer. It's like, and when it's my person, I can't ever remember the answer. And when it's, it's like we just work, we're just a group of people working together. And between all of us, we come up with, we're like, and all we're doing is like, what would Dell say? That's all that we're trying to who can remember D&D close enough to remember exactly how can we get it as close to the pattern as possible? So don't man, maybe you missed a few days. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's like, we're rooting for you to play with us, because it's funner with a bunch of us playing together. So that's all that I saw a couple of faces that were, I saw you making up some kind of thing in your head and it's like, don't just we love you. Come on, let's play. That's it.
Appreciate that.
And once you get started and you get plugged in and then you have to not make it because of life, you miss them to the point that you find that you're missing the people in your life that you can't, I got on short today and it was like, oh my gosh, I finally was able to get on. I miss you people. So for the ones that don't or haven't been on yet, just try it for 1 week, just 1 week consistently. And you'll find that Alan and Kamisha, all of them, Philip, they're closer to you. They'll become closer to you and you'll miss them more than you do your own family, to be honest with you. It's like they're amazing. Just get connected when you can.
Run when you can run. Life is going to happen. We haven't seen Boris here in a couple of weeks. He's going through major heartache. You all know his dad passed. There's other people. That's just part of life. So you have to get in the habit of running when you can run and understand life's going to happen to all of us. And that's just the way it is. Then get back when you can. Got a lot to do this year. A lot. I need 3 corporate directors quickly.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, really,
Seriously.
seriously.
I'm getting my poop in a
Huh?
I said I'm getting my poop in a group.
Okay. All right, guys, William, appreciate you being with us tonight. Tomorrow we won't be doing the Zooms tomorrow at noon because we have the special with Sergi. So you want to be on that webinar for sure. No, I don't know what's going to happen or what he's going to say. That's at noon. The link will be in our Facebook group. We had the announcement, but we now have the link. So you just log in and it's the corporate webinar. It'll be translated in English. We've only been on what, 1? We have. Yeah. He didn't do one last month. So this ought to be interesting. We had a great month last month, so it ought to be interesting. And then if you want, we said we would get on after the corporate
Yeah.
Zoom.
We'll jump on right
Yeah,
afterwards.
and maybe we'll talk about whatever he announces, if he has any announcements or whatever, and we'll work tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for being with us. Y'all have a good one.
See you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.